thought it was over? You thought the saga of the Movie Pass has ended? Oh no, my friend. Movie Pass gets even worse.
My God, Brian, I really looked into this, and I'm not sure why people aren't in prison right now. I'm trying to figure out why they're not in jail. So, just a quick breakdown here. What happened was if you haven't heard of Movie Pass, they did these deals a few years back where $9.95 a month, you get to go see a movie a day, every day, which was just ridiculous. So
how did anybody ever think that was a sustainable concept?
Well, okay. I mean, I can tell you the story about why, but first, the reason why this is even in the news is because the FTC had a complaint against Movie Pass, and Movie Pass basically had to admit that they deceived their customers.
Oh my God.
Right. So they had to admit that they deceived their customers, and they revealed that there were elaborate obstacles to make users not be able to use the ticket.
Yeah, like they would purposely make the app not work, or make it so it didn't show up, or they would throttle the connection so it was so slow people would give up. Oh my God, bro!
There's so many things in here, but the punishment for all these things is for them to agree that they won't do that anymore.
I know. I saw that.
Punishment.
The punishment for the bankrupt company is, but you won't do that again, right? Oh, no. No.
It's weird. It's like just getting them to admit it. I mean, all these people were basically ripped off. The interesting thing about this story, Movie Pass actually started in 2011. Believe it or not, it started a long time ago. They came out, they had this idea. They wanted to, give people an opportunity to go to the movies for cheaper. They were trying to build their own conglomerate empire. And, AMC has always been super critical of this thing right here. AMC is kind of the big dog out there.
Right.
And they were critical. And I think the reason why they were critical is because they saw what Movie Pass was doing. And the idea for what Movie Pass was doing was brilliant. Because they were basically taking, they wanted to take the idea of what Groupon basically does.
Right.
And, offer people this sort of discount. And I think AMC was jealous that they didn't get in on that because they were going to benefit absolutely nothing from this. Right?
Right.
So here's the mistake that Movie Pass made. There's a huge history involved here. They got sold, bought, traded. Finally, this group comes in just before 2017. And they basically, it's a group, an organization that is based on analytics.
Right.
So it's a company on analytics.
It's based on selling your information, basically.
Yes. Their whole goal for Movie Pass was to be able to find out what people are watching, what they want to watch in real time, and be able to sell that to the studios. They thought the studios would be interested in knowing to flip up their phone and go, okay, what is everybody doing right now? They thought that was going to make them a whole lot of money. On top of that, they also thought that people were just going to come in and they were going to be able to go to these studios, and the studios were going to say, yeah, we'll give you discounted tickets, your Movie Pass. Why not? We'll just do that for you, And they weren't able to close the deal.
Right. Yeah.
They weren't able to do it.
Because they were actually too late for some. Cinemark already had their own membership program before Movie Pass even happened.
No.
Yeah, Cinemark did.
No, the 2017 one, but not from 2011 when they first started.
Okay, you're right.
Cinemark got that idea from Movie Pass.
But Cinemark
started their own.
Was sustainable for $10 a month. You get a movie ticket every month, one movie ticket every month, and you got 15-20% off on concessions. That makes sense. If you go to the movies at all, that makes sense. And the great thing about the Cinemark one was that the tickets would stack up. So if you don't go to the movies in 4 months, you still have 4 tickets sitting in there.
Right. Well, and that makes total sense. But these guys launched their program to the public before ever finding out if the movie places would give them a discount on the tickets.
Right. So how were they buying the tickets from the movies and giving it to the customers?
Yes, that's exactly. They had to purchase it at full price.
Oh my God. Because
they thought that once they launched it, then they would be able to get a discount for buying bulk tickets.
That is so. Like the idea is, the execution was so dumb.
Well, why did you launch the program before securing a deal? And let me tell you why they did it. So it's so dumb that you're like, hey, it's impossible that this happened. You know, the reason why is because they thought that even if they didn't get a deal with all these different, in the industry, they would still be able to sell their analytics and cover all the cost of everything that was going on, because people's information is valuable.
Right.
But guess what? Nobody wanted to buy that either.
Right. No one cared.
So now they were stuck with this, program where they were selling these tickets for, go see. I mean, who wouldn't buy it? They had as many as 2 million subscribers at one time.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine? The dude must have been sitting back just shivering, going, oh my God.
Oh, you ever see that? Did you ever see that CEO about MoviePass guy?
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah, that College Humor.
Yeah, look up the College Humor sketch about this movie, the CEO MoviePass guy. Yeah. And it's hilarious. This guy is like, there's a movie, he's like, they have to stop buying tickets. He's like, someone just called. He goes, the Russian guy? No, I don't want to speak to him. Like, he made a bad Russian deal. He's like, he's trying to like get people to subscribe. And I'll go to your house. And he starts getting all weird and sexual about it, dude. It was the best thing ever.
Dude, in one of these cases, the company invalidated passwords for 75,000 subscribers who use the service most often. And then they would falsely claiming that we've detected suspicious activity or potential fraud, and they would make them have to change their password over and over again. So they had all these like things they were trying to do to try to get them to not use their ticket.
That would infuriate me. They
changed it so that 20% of the subscribers who use the service most often, which was like 450,000 people, they had to submit actual photos of their physical movie tickets to approve it through the app before they could actually use what they paid for.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's a scam, man. 100%.
It's so bad.
As soon as they realized it wasn't going to happen, they should have just shut up, closed shop, giving people back their money. But they doubled down, bro. They just kept going.
Maybe they should have gotten, first off, a lot more money before doing this.
Oh, they went so far in debt.
But if their plan was to get it started and then start selling the information and all that, like there's plenty of social media networks that are not profitable for years. Maybe their plan was not to be profitable, but because this is not the same thing. Like, you're operating a business where at any moment the user can decide to bankrupt you.
Yeah, basically.
At any moment, your users can decide to all buy tickets at the same time and ruin you.
Like, they didn't have nothing. Well, they borrowed $5 million, so they were heavily into debt. Then they borrowed more money, and they had to sell off a larger portion of their business to this analytics company that just kept doubling down. Eventually the company shut down in September 2019, and today MoviePass is nothing, and it'll never be anything again.
But it's an extraordinary blip on history.
Yeah, I just find it interesting that nobody went to jail. I'm assuming that people lost money, although really the people who lost money were the people who invested in the company the most. If you paid your $9.95 a month, for the most part, you probably got what you paid for.
Right.
But just a really dumb thing.
I mean, dude, I know for a fact, people who got a lot. They definitely got what they paid for, because if they used it just twice, that's it. They saving money.
Oh, a month?
Yeah, twice. But we had a mutual friend, Jason, who used it all the time.
Did he really?
Because the guy didn't have a job. He's available.
Like, brilliant. This is brilliant.
He would go watch movies like every couple days. Just watch a movie on by himself. He loved it. Dude, the amount of money that he alone must have cost MoviePass is astronomical. For months, he was watching a movie every day.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, they actually. Oh, here's an even bigger one. They made their own movies.
Oh, that's right. They tried to make their own movies.
So a couple of them that you will have heard of, right? American Animals in 2018 and Gaudi with John Travolta in 2018. And what's interesting is you know how we always talk about, hey, are the studios like buying some of their own tickets to like boost up the numbers for opening weekend? You know, we notice there's like, we've talked about before, there's like empty seats and, you know, they say, well, it was sold out and blah, blah, blah. But yet you see like the theaters are half empty.
Right.
Well, apparently these guys actually did that. They purchased tickets to make it seem like their weekend numbers were boosted. And as many as 40% of Gotti's opening weekend ticket sales were purchased by MoviePass, just to make it look like their movie had done better.
Dude, think about this, though. This is sort of genius, because had they been successful in their grift, right?
Yeah.
Had they... So, at first, they were a little too successful. They got too many people to sign up too quickly.
Right. They were like, whoa.
And they weren't... Right, and they weren't successful enough to actually get the deals they needed. But had they been taken seriously by more than just the users, had they gotten the deals they needed from movie companies for analytics, had they gotten the movie companies to give them that little discount on people using their app, had that all happened, these key people could, and they would have sold top spots to studios.
Oh yeah,
they would have ramped those numbers up. They would have manipulated the data to make it look like I don't know, name a bad movie right now, right? This bad movie was just doing phenomenal. It would have been the top of the page. Go watch it. It would have made a studio. They could have made and broken studios with this app had they gotten actually off the ground.
Yeah, well, it's proof though that if you're not already in, they can keep you out, because that's what happened. They thought, you know, we're gonna, but you know, when you come to people and you say, I'm your competition now, give me a discount. I mean, basically that's what was happening. Do you think these movie places want to give half price on their tickets to get more people to come watch them when you're already paying full price at the door? I mean, they're basically undercutting these theater chains, and there's just not that many of them. Right. You know, with Groupon, there's a million places to go hang out with your kids during the day, jump around, go to theme parks. There's a million different things.
Right.
But when it comes to movie theaters, there's a limited number of large conglomerates that own these theaters.
Right. Groupon's a good way just to market your business. It's not even about getting customers, you know, making money on that particular deal that the group that say it's a mom and pop shop that does nails, offers a Groupon. They might not be planning on actually making money on that Groupon, but for them, marketing their business is worth the little loss they're going to take from that deal.
Right, and AMC doesn't need any marketing.
Right, and that's something too. Especially now after COVID, there's like, it went from like, oh, there's 8 big theater chains to, oh, there's 2.
Yeah. So, a very interesting part of, you know, movie history and this whole MoviePass thing that we all kind of fell for. So,
but we didn't fall for it.
Well, I mean, I didn't end up getting it, but I would have had I been able to do it.
Yeah, no. In hindsight, I would have gotten it just to use it before they died.
Yeah. Well, my problem is I take too many people to the movies. It wouldn't have worked out.
Oh, right.
Like if you go by yourself, if you're like an individual person,
like Jason, like our friend.
Like Jason, it worked perfect for him.
Right.
You know.
All right. Well, that's the end of MoviePass, literally and figuratively. Ha ha ha! And the story.
Thanks for watching. To see the full conversation, become a member of the Popcast family. Use the link in the description below, or go to our channel and click the join button. Select your tier, and we'll see you at the next show.